I got Paul here. It's 3:30 in the morning. I just got done with work. I peeked my head in, and Paul was awake. So how you doing, Dad? You had a stroke a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's what I hear. But I'm so glad to see it, Timmy.
Thanks. Good. I'm glad to be here. You're doing a lot better. You were kind of they had you drugged up and that day, but they seemed to get that medicine. The key was that you were with Tom, and they got that medicine to you right away.
Oh, good.
So then, you know, it mitigates any effects and prevents any damage. So you were lucky.
Yes, sir.
Yes, is right. Yeah. So I just wanted to make a quick little video for Tom, Robert, Susanna, Tyler Jude, Lexi LaFleur, Jake John, Sean Patrick, and anyone else that would. Oh yeah, it was Bonnie. I'll send Bonnie a message. Has she been up yet?
No.
I'll let her know where you're at. Room 512 here at Trinity. In the they call it what is it? Something RPU or something. It's like ICU light.
Oh.
She got some gadgets here.
Oh, Timmy.
Got some more stuff. But you got anything to say there, Paul? What's in your head?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
It's an old joke.
So that joke goes back to when people call on the telephone, the landline, it would go ring, 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 and all Paul would ever hear is, on the other end they'd say, "What's up?" And we'd be like, nothing. But Paul would always say, "They must be asking you what's in your head," because we'd always say nothing. So I just did it. I did a reverse.
That was a mean.
Yeah, no, that wasn't mean. That was kind of funny, actually. But anyway,
Yes,
so these kids don't know. They don't have the same. They have phones, but can you believe that they rarely use it to talk on? They text, they Snapchat, yeah. They watch YouTube on it. They do everything but use it as a speaking device to connect with their friends. Is that kind of odd?
It is crazy.
It's mainly just a phone, but they don't really ever speak on it. And they don't know what the hell to do with it.
Crazy, Tim.
Yeah. Or we were always just tied to that, it was a landline, it had a cord. We just have to just stand there, or people would have to call and have to talk to your parents. Dad would always be like, "Hello."
Who's that?
You. What do you want?
Oh God.
So, and then you'd have to get a message, and they would say, "Oh yeah, so and so called." You'd write it on a piece of paper. So and so called. Johnny called you, or whatever, whoever it was.
Your call?
Yeah, if we got a call, you guys would write it on a note or tell us, if we missed a call, so we know that they. Or we'd come in, did we get any calls? Could you imagine these brats now if they had to come to us? Did I get any snaps or any texts, Dad? They'd have to go through me to get it.
Yes, sir, Timmy.
All right, well, anyway, good times. How back in 28th Street in Minot, North Dakota.
Yeah,
growing up on the block.
We had quite a lot of fun. Betcha, Tim.
So, you want to say anything to anyone else here?
Well, I just want to say greetings to everybody. Had a little setback here, but I'm getting through it pretty well. It's so nice to have Tim here. Timothy Purdy.
Yeah. Did you watch any football? You said yesterday they had college football, huh?
I saw some of it on, but I wasn't in a real accurately knowing who was playing.
Yeah. Maybe the Vikings play this weekend. We can watch them beat themselves, like Grandpa Anderson used to say, right? Every time they lose, Grandpa Anderson says, "Well, they beat themselves."
That was the standard cheer, like.
Yeah, it's kind of true half the time, though.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you're doing better. You look a lot stronger.
Do I?
Yeah, oh, heck yeah. Yeah, you were kind of out of it there.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But I hope that's gone for good.
Yeah, just take your medicine. You're going to have to take the blood thinners and make sure you got help getting up and down so you don't fall down and have any bleeding, you know.
Yes, sir, Tim.
And be nice to the nurses. You know, they're there to help. All right, signing out. You want to say goodbye?
Oh, well, I'll just say to everybody that's watching this that I'm feeling very good now.
What would Nan and Patsy say?
Pardon me?
What would Nan and Patsy say? So long.
God bless them so long.
So long. Swell. Swell.
Yeah. And Patsy had that old beat up for her. What she loved.
Yeah, she was always a worrywart. You be careful. Right?
Don't drop the key. Don't drop the key, Patsy.
Yeah.
But, wow.
Paul's older sister, Patsy.
Yeah.
Nana was Paul's mother, which was my grandmother. We called her Nana. Her name was Edna Purdy. Her maiden name was LaFleur. And then Paul's older sister was Patsy, and she stayed at home. So they were kind of always a pair. It was Nana and Patsy. They'd come over, and we were lucky to be able to know. Not everyone knew them like we did. Not all the cousins of the Purdys got to spend so much time with them as Tom, Tim, and Robert did. We got probably the most time with Nana and Patsy, right?
Yeah, Timmy.
We'd have them over for every holiday, and
yeah,
Patsy favored Tom because they took care of Tom when he was little. They were always so like, Tom.
Yeah. Patsy did that.
When you and Mom went to Rome on that trip, she was kind of mean to me. I couldn't wait for Mom to get home.
Patsy, had a mean streak.
Oh God!
I mean,
she was mean to me then when I was young. And you know what? I remember I was using a vacuum, this little roller vacuum that had no motor. It was just a little flat thing that just picked stuff up by the bristles. It was like an orange thing with a handle. It was just a roller kind of. It wasn't an actual vacuum. It was and I scraped the wall up in the hallway, and I left some marks. Oh boy, I don't know how old I was, about 4 or 5, but I was crying so hard. I remember with the red, white, and blue, like back in, everything was patriotic because the 76, was coming up. I wasn't quite that old yet. And then Nana came in to console me. It was good cop and bad cop. Patsy was the bad cop, and Edna came in, kind of put her arm around me and said, "It'll be all right, don't worry."
That's sweet.
But she was just doing her best. We were little brats. I scuffed up the wall. She probably didn't want you guys coming back and having scuffs on. I didn't realize that handle was scuffing the white wall in the hallway.
No big deal, but it
was memorable. I remember because, I don't have a lot of memories, but I remember that,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were in Rome. What year was that when you went to Rome? Do you remember? 72 or 73, maybe?
Somewhere
I remember it's written on some pictures somewhere.
Yeah.
If it was 72, I would have been 7. But I think I was younger than that. Might have been 70, huh?
Might have been.
So I guess no. 72 I would have been 5. 70 I would have been 3.
Okay. I don't recall.
I can look it up. There's pictures that I got that I think's got a year on it.
Yes, sir, Timothy.
All right. You want to sign off?
Hmm?
Sign off?
Sign off?
Yeah. To the group?
Yeah, okay. Tim has been nice enough to run this little video. I love all you people that are friends of ours that care about everyone. So thanks, Tim.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
Bye.